Welcome back, folks. This segment of the Sports Source brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. It's not too late to get a mosquito treatment for your yard. If you still want to get in a few more backyard barbecues this year, call Southeast Termite and Pest Control. They do their mosquito treatments right up through September. They treated my yard 2 weeks ago, and I haven't been bitten by a mosquito since. Not one. That is an absolute, I swear to you, truth. Went from being, well, I was having enough mosquito bites that I called Southeast Termite and Pest Control and said, give me the treatment, and now I'm at 0. That's a pretty good track record. Southeast Termite and Pest Control, that's who I use for all of my pest control needs. They even do, their wildlife division even takes care of your needs if you get a possum in your house or a skunk or a snake or a bird or whatever. SoutheastTermite.com. All right, speaking of snakes in the house, we have Chuck Cavaleras down at that end, the Chucky C-Note Casino, and you are armed with 2 wipey boards.
Yes.
One has you ranking Tennessee's most likely wins from 1 to 6. The other has you ranking Tennessee's most likely losses 1 to 6. I want you to show us the wins. Which do you want to do first, wins or losses?
Let's go losses.
Okay, we're going to get the ugly stuff out of the way.
Right,
Most likely losses, and then we'll let Ryan and Bob tear you to shreds. Okay, tell us why you've got those, and you've got most likely loss at the top, least likely at the bottom.
Exactly. I mean, when I look at this, 1, 2, 3, I think those are the ones that have beaten you consistently in the past. Florida, personally, I would consider having second just because it's at Florida, it's at the Swamp. They've beaten you 11 years in a row. Georgia is here later in the season, but Georgia has more talent, probably in the national championship hunt. So that's why I have it like that. Ole Miss here is going to be a very, very tough game with Kiffin coming in, even though some people think he's underrated as a head coach.
Overrated.
Yeah, overrated. At Kentucky, I've got them ahead of Missouri. Some people might disagree with that. I think Kentucky, the stability of the program and Coach Stoops and how I like them, and I think it's tougher to win there right now.
And certainly based off what they did to you last year.
Yes.
Pounding you here in Knoxville. All right, anybody have any problems with this 1 to 6?
I enjoy the heck out of tearing Chuck up, but I can't find anything really to argue about that.
No flaws?
That's about the way I would argue, too. I don't know about the Florida-Georgia thing, but other than that, that's about the way I would rank them as well.
And see, in Tennessee, even to avoid the humidity, he's been practicing at 6 o'clock in the morning. You go to the heat and the swamp, it's totally different.
Ryan, did you have a problem? Chuck's already showing you.
Yeah, not a major disagreement. I would just say I don't know if it depends on what Kentucky's quarterback situation, how that new offense. I want to throw it more. If they don't put up a lot of points, I can see Tennessee having an easier time beating Kentucky than Missouri. Because if their offense is good, to me you can outscore Kentucky.
All right, very good. Chuck, let's see your most likely wins.
Okay, on these, Bowling Green I've got is number 2.
And even I would say that's a lot.
South Alabama's going to be rebuilding. Some people may not know their new coach, head coach, offensive coordinator, Major Applewhite. Vandy at Vandy. Is Vandy still going to be able to play? Remember last year they had all the COVID problems. South Carolina, Jimmy Himes thinks that's a lock. I'm not so sure about that. And then Pitt. I have Pitt very close talent-wise to what you'd have if you were playing Kentucky.
All right.
I could see moving Pitt around, but once again, that's about the way I would have it as well. And the problem for Tennessee is once you get to number 5 and 6, South Carolina and Pitt. I mean, those aren't like wins. I mean, those are 50-50 games, I think, at best. So that list makes you wonder, well, why do people pick 5 and 7? Because 2 of those could go right square in the middle between the 2 lists.
Yeah, a lot of people who are doing the 7 and 5, 8 and 4 thing are giving Tennessee the benefit in all of the 50-50 games. I think they'll probably split kind of those 50-50 games. Ryan, your thoughts?
We tend to see that happen a lot in these season projections every year. And this is a reminder to me that Tennessee, I think a lot of people view 5 and 7 as the floor for this team. I think this is a reminder that's not really a given. I think the floor could be 4 and 8 because to me, South Carolina is more of a toss-up game than people might think. We don't know what to expect from South Carolina under a first-year coaching staff. So let's see about that one. But this is a reminder. But Pitt, to me, I agree, is definitely number 6. It's the most dangerous of those 6 possible to likely win.
And I see Tennessee and South Carolina, it seems to me, played a lot of very close games.
Yes.
Regardless of what the point spread was, they played some really close games.
Yeah, and I agree with that list, Chuck. The only thing I think I might flip would be Missouri and Kentucky on your loss list. I hate to say it, but you did a good job there.
So put your scalpels away, boys.
Everybody
Yeah.
agrees. Yeah, no, we won't be able to bludgeon Chuck today. All right, maybe in the next segment.
Yeah.
When we come back, Danny White said that he wanted to, ramp up the fan experience at Neyland Stadium. This week, they announced several changes, some new things that are coming to game days this fall. We're going to run through that list, get some thumbs up, thumbs down from the guys, see what they like, see what they don't like, if there's anything they don't like. There's always something we don't like. We'll find out what that is next. Come back on the Sports Source.